I've always wanted to do coaching, right? I was seeing videos around there and I was like, okay, cool, this is something I might do. Now, at the time I was doing sponsorships, right? So I was making probably at the time, maybe 3, 4K on sponsorships alone. But I realized I couldn't scale, right? Because for me to scale, the only way I could actually scale was not get more sponsors on, but basically try to increase my views, right? And the way you have to increase your views doing those types of videos was just not something I wanted to do. It wasn't ethical. It wasn't moral, in my opinion. So I said to myself that, all right, cool. I'm going to take another risk, right? The income that I've got, I'm going to have to stop it because I'm going to be making different types of videos, which means sponsorships won't be reaching out to me, for example, right? So what I did was someone messaged me basically on Instagram, and I think I watched a video of his on YouTube, and then I kind of messaged him back. I think it was like 2, 3 months later. And I was like, yeah, I want to do this coaching thing, X, Y, and Z. And basically we had a conversation. He got me on a call, and he said he was going to help me. I paid a little bit of money. And basically I changed my niche at that point, right? So I completely stopped my income. Again, this is a risk because now I'm starting again and I'm trying to take risk even more now because now I'm completely stopping my income. I've got bills to pay and I've just got to take the risk. And I remember my wife asking me at the time, she was like, are you sure you want to do this? Because if you stop this, the income's going to stop. And I was like, trust me, this is going to work 100%. And she's like, cool, I trust you. You just do your thing, basically. So yeah, then I started making videos that I currently make right now. And I think for my first 2 videos, I got like 3 people, and obviously posting my Instagram and Facebook and whatnot. And I got like 3 people straight away, right? 3, 4 people straight away. And yeah, that's when I was able to make 10 grand for my first month. And that's when it kind of really made me realize what's actually possible with this business.
Yeah. Has it almost been a year since you've done that milestone, or?
It is being about a year and a half, nearly. Yeah. I started last year, January.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That sort of makes a bit more sense. I was just curious just because your name only popped up in my feed around about this time last year.
Yeah. It was last year, January 2025. So yeah, it's crazy how the progress I've made since then is unreal.
Yeah. And it's also because also at the moment, like towards your client, like towards your clients who've been on longer within the program, you've got obviously more select and more different tiers to help them make more as well. So obviously it reflects based on how much you're making, because then you can obviously coach them and guide them towards the next steps. Obviously, I'm not going to mention any of that sort of stuff on here, but also I'm just saying like the steps and development from what they've learned from obviously those 10K to the next one after that, and obviously what else you've got also going on.
Yeah, so I like to work with my clients on a long term. That's kind of the strategy I've got at the moment, right? Because if I can help someone make money, right, they're going to want to work with me longer. They're going to pay me more. They're going to make more money. I'm going to make more money. We're both happy at the end of the day. So yeah, it's transitioned a lot from when I first done my offer. Like I even watched some of my sales calls back in the day. That is terrible, but it's crazy the progress I've made in like a year and a half of doing this. And yeah, it's more so now. I work with people on a long-term basis, help them start an online business. And to be fair, the reason I actually did start this in the first place is because I was able to do this myself. So I was like, you know what? If I could do it, I know how difficult 9 to 5 is. I know how much people hate it. I know how difficult it is to wake up early in the morning, go see your boss who you probably don't even like, right? Then I said, you know what? If I can do this, can so many other people. What holds people back is their own mindset.